So I'm Steve Scholl. I teach high school health and phys ed here at PA Virtual. This is my 4th school year being here. Love it. I teach mainly 11th and 12th grade high school health and phys ed right now, a little bit of health also, and it's just we have a great time. We find new ways to work out all the time. It's good to have a mix, but what I feel like some people get a little bit in trouble with is they set this goal for the whole year that they want to do when the new year happens, and if that's all you're working towards, then that's not going to be a great system to set up. So it's really good to set up mini goals, like weekly goals, monthly goals, things to work towards, so you can actually get to accomplishing them as you're working towards your year-long goals. So mini goals are essential, and you're not going to accomplish everything that you want to accomplish in short term. So being able to set smaller windows, smaller things that you want to accomplish, and on a weekly basis is really key. It depends on it's however you work best. I mean, some people work really well and they don't keep track of anything, and that's totally fine. I think it's just a matter of finding out what works best for you. It depends on the type of exercise and the things you're going to be doing too. Sometimes if you're strength training or specific goals like that with numbers, like it's really good to keep track of that so you can see your progress as you go. It's easy to see it as you're going through it, but sometimes it's easy to write it down, and actually it's a little different seeing it on pen and paper. But I think it just depends on the person. I'm someone who I don't really keep a lot of notes or anything down. I just kind of go, but you have to have a way to track your progress, and whether it's if it's strength training or something like that, you have numbers. If it's like a weight goal, gaining or losing weight, it might be something scale related. There's lots of different ways to do it. It's just a matter of setting. When we say set goals, you have to set goals that are measurable. So it's finding a way that they are measurable with some kind of number or an amount that you can tangibly see. In our lifetime fitness classes, in our version of PE, we have a big library of free resources and apps and YouTube playlists and everything just available to everyone all the time. And it wasn't that long ago that there weren't that many great resources available for free. I mean, so a couple things. First thing is there's so many great resources. To piggyback off of the last thing is you can do a lot of stuff from home. Even with no equipment, nothing available. Even if it's cold outside because it's the winter, you can come in and there's so many different things available to you. Even in your own house with no resources. But a lot of people do decide to go into a fitness center or some kind of gym to get going, which is great. And that first step or one of the first steps can be intimidating when you first get there. But I mean, what a lot of people will tell you that have been there for any amount of time, in my experience also, is it might seem intimidating at first, but people are generally really helpful and friendly and want to be. They're there because they want to be, and since they're there because they want to be, they're really helpful. You have to remember too, everyone there is doing the same thing. Everyone's working at getting themselves better. Yep. You just might be at different levels, and that's totally okay. Everyone started somewhere, but everyone is working towards the exact same goal, no matter where you're at, whether you're a seasoned veteran or going into the gym for the first time or fitness center or wherever it's going to be. So don't let that slow you down from accomplishing your goals that you set for yourself, for sure. Yeah, there's lots of different ways you can go about increasing your chances of maintaining your goals and maintaining a routine. Consistency is one of the biggest things, so you definitely, once you get started, you want to keep going. But I would say one of the first things I would say is to do it with somebody, not do it by yourself. It doesn't mean that person has to be along your side, working out with you every day, but just telling someone else what you're gonna do and having them with you is really big. They can check in with you, they can see how you're doing, and just that little tiny bit of accountability is really cool to kind of keep you going whenever you feel unmotivated and kind of don't want to do something for that day. Yeah. I think you have to find things that you like to do or love to do. For me, for example, I hate running. And when I was a little bit younger, I really wanted to get in a little bit better shape. I didn't know how to go about it, so I would just jump on the treadmill. I hated the entire experience, everything about it. But if for me personally, if you put any kind of game or competition or something that I can work towards, I'll run around with my heartbeat for 200 for an hour and not even notice, because I'll be having a great time just playing some kind of game or sport or whatever it it is. So it's finding that thing that you like. Don't do things that you don't enjoy doing. So like, and you might have to do a lot of trial and error. You might have to try a bunch of things out that you don't know, and it's just finding whatever that thing is that you like. And it could look different for different people. Not necessarily that you enjoy the activity or the process. Like some people, when they do strength training, they enjoy like the progress that you make, being able to like put extra plates on the bench whenever you go to do it. Like that's the kind of things that you get addicted to and enjoy the results. Yeah. So if you're only looking at like the final goal that's far away and you don't like any of the progress as you're going, the chances are you're not going to make it. But finding a way to enjoy the process as you're working towards your goal is like probably the most important thing you can do when you're setting goals for yourself and working towards them. Because it's easy to set goals. The hard part is showing up every day and just working, or most days, and showing up and working towards it consistently. It's gonna happen to everyone, whether it's a couple days, whether it's a couple weeks. Like it'll hit everyone. It's just like, are you ready for that? Like remember why you're doing this. Remember like and you'll never regret being active. Like you'll never like work out and later that day look back and regret that you didn't do it.
Let's see.